All right, guys, a couple of months ago, I was contacted by Bluetti. They wanted me to try this thing out. As you know, I was in Alaska, and when I came home, right after I came home, ended up having emergency surgery, and then, COVID and all that. So I'm just now getting around to using this thing. I've been using it for about the last week, trying different stuff with it, see how long it lasts, what you can actually pull out of it. And so far, I've been pretty impressed. I found a few things about it that's some little quirks that it's more safety features built into the product than anything. But today I'm gonna put it to the test. I have disconnected the power to the house. I'm still running off temporary power, and I've disconnected it from the house. I'm just gonna plug it straight into here and see if I can power everything that I'm doing in the house. I'm upstairs working on one of the bedrooms, so I'm running vacuum cleaners, miter saws, air compressor, lights, everything. So I want to see just how hard you can push this thing. I don't know if it's going to do it, because it's asking a lot out of this little thing. But so far it's taking everything I can throw at it. So let's get the power hooked up. I'll go flip the breaker on and we'll see what happens. Temporary cable. I'm not running any 240 volt appliances in there. Everything is just 110 volt, so that's why I'm able to use this temporary 8-gauge cable the way I am. We have lights, we have goats, one lazy dog. Okay, so I know we're not pulling any amps right now. All we're running, really, we're not running anything yet. But here in a few minutes we will be. This place is a complete wreck. Lumber and stuff laying everywhere, but too bad. Yep, if I will put it in the center. be warmed. That out yet. All right, watch it out. Let me get this over give it a little pressure on it. Come on, push on it. There you go, you got it just like that. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end this one right here. The Bluetti, I'm pretty surprised with it. I've run this whole house. Everything that's running, the air compressors, all the lights, saw, everything, it's all running off of it. Now I don't know how much battery storage we've used. We'll look at it when we go downstairs where it's plugged in, but I got a lot done. This was a full day. I know the video is probably going to be 15 or 20 minutes long, but this was all day. This is just a slow process, which is another reason I haven't been putting out a lot of videos. It's just, and you can only watch somebody stick a board on the wall so many times. But let's go downstairs and we'll look and see how much is left in this thing. I'm kind of curious myself to see just exactly how much reserve we still have left after running this whole place for a day. Oh, where are we at? 29% left. So after running everything here that I've been doing, 9 hours worth, yeah, it still has 29%. So if you were going to go camping, well, we'll finish this one up in the morning. Okay, so what are my final thoughts? I really like it. It's taken just about everything that I could throw at it. I mean, you can overload it. I tried to run this cabinet saw off of it with everything else plugged up, and it wouldn't do it, but I didn't really expect it to. This is a 3 horsepower motor on this saw, and it was just too much for it. But it ran everything in this house working upstairs all day yesterday. All the lights, air compressor, miter saw, vacuum cleaner. I mean, it ran everything. And after the whole day, we still had 20-something% left. It is kind of heavy. I think the thing weighs around 60 pounds. So if this is something that you're going to take camping and you go a lot, just remember, it's not lightweight. You can't just throw it around. But it's also not going to get blown over by the wind either. It charges AC, or runs AC and DC. It has USB ports, wireless charging for your phone. You can just throw your phone up there, and it's pretty strong. I have other wireless chargers that have a hard time making it through this OtterBox case. This one doesn't. You just throw it up there, and it's charging. It's kind of on the expensive side. This thing is, depending on where you look, anywhere from $1,800 to $2,000. But you have a bad storm, you have something going on, you want to keep a refrigerator or something running, you can set this in the living room and plug it up, or in the kitchen, or wherever you need lights or whatever, and you don't have to worry about any emissions like from a generator or leaving doors cracked open to run cords outside. It's really, really handy. So I am super impressed with it. It doesn't take all that long to charge. You can charge it off of 110 solar. If you have a couple solar panels laying around, you can hook solar up to it. It comes with a bunch of different adapters. If you're going camping and you're going to be gone for 3, 4, 5 days, whatever, it comes with a cigarette lighter adapter. Just plug it in and charge it up. You're driving to the next spot, you're out running around some back roads, just looking, exploring, plug the thing up, let it charge while you're driving around. You're good to go probably for the next few days if you're just running lights or whatnot around a campsite. So it's really well built. The only thing that I found it's not really an issue, it's the battery management system. If it gets too cold, won't let it start up. It gives you an alarm as soon as you start it. You know, we were having some really cold temps here. I say really cold, for part of the country it's nothing, but you know, we were in the single digits, and I was in Alaska and I came home. This was in the barn and it's still in the box. We've been getting down to single digits at night, you know, high teens during the day. And when I first took this thing out, it wouldn't run. You turn it on, you couldn't charge it, you couldn't do anything. The BMS would trip out, give you an alarm, you know, temperature was too cold. So I mean, that's good. It keeps you from messing up the battery pack that's inside of it. So it did what it's supposed to do. But if you're going to use one of these things, just keep in mind that don't let it sit and get cold all the way to the core, you know, really cold, and then try to turn it on and use it. If you have bad weather coming, you're going to think you're going to need it, bring it in the house so it can get up to temperature a little bit. I brought it out here. We took it inside and left it, you know, for a couple of hours and brought it out here, and it was in the low 20s, started right up, no problem. And I think once it's up and running, you're going to build some heat in your batteries anyway, and you shouldn't have to worry about it. But that's the only issue that I had with it. It wasn't really an issue. I mean, it was protecting the battery pack. So I think it's a great product. It's really well built. The user interface is really, really easy to work your way through the menu. So yeah, I'm super impressed with it. I've already got it charged back up, and we're going to put it aside in case anything happens. We'll have some power here and not have to run a generator. You know, we're supposed to have a big snowstorm coming here in 2 days, so we'll see what happens. If we lose power, we'll still have lights and stuff here. So that's it, guys. I'm going to get back to work. This is a new day. It got dark on me yesterday, so I'm going to get back with it and see if I can make some progress in one of the bedrooms upstairs. We are almost out of lumber. Next order of lumber is coming tomorrow. I'm getting some more. I'm getting everything from the mill as they're making it. So I'm gonna go after some more tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be wrapping up this upstairs here in the next week or two, and we can get on to other things. So that's it. I appreciate you watching. I'll leave a link to all this stuff down below. If you wanna go check them out, I highly recommend it. It's a great product.